Halloween once again, gamers, and this time it's another game review. And this time it's going to be one that doesn't include gameplay footage because, well, with the amount of time that I would have to make this video and everything. But I think, my talk will be more than enough to convince people about this one until dawn. Yeah, obviously this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive only, aside from, Godzilla that came out this year for PS4, and as well as Last of Us Remastered. So this one is pretty unique, and a lot of people have been requesting me to play this one, and now that I played it all the way through, yeah, it's pretty good, but depends on what your definition of good really is. Obviously in this one you control, a group of teenagers, I'm assuming they're teenagers or 20-year-olds, whatever, and a bunch of them in a so-called slasher horror type film. So yeah, if you're not a fan of watching a lot of long cutscenes, then you may not enjoy this one. But there are a lot of, there's a lot of interactivity in the game and a lot of walking around, and yeah, occasionally, you can't really control the camera like as if it's a third or first person view type game. The camera is fixed in its own way, so that can kind of get annoying. And you do have to interact, and there's a lot of things that can be tedious, so it's similar to LA Noire. You gotta watch every cutscene and stuff because it's important to know all the characters and what's going on in the game. And occasionally it goes back to this other character that's, seeing like a crazy psychiatrist. And it all ties together very well. So, yeah, you gotta pay attention to watch what's going on. And you're dictated to which character you play as at the meantime, depending on what you choose. So there's a lot of split-second decisions, like when your character's running that you're playing as, and you gotta choose like what you want to say to the person when you're in the middle of like a conversation or something. And yeah, and there's a lot of jump scare scenes in the game, as well as, a lot of things can get, some of the dialogue can get a little cheesy, as well as some things can get a little predictable, but otherwise there are a few surprises in the game as well. So if you're a fan of slasher or horror films, you might enjoy this one. But as I said, if you don't like watching a long cutscenes with a lot of dialogue and fixed camera positions and stuff, you may not enjoy it then. It might get a little boring for you. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a unique experience, and it's definitely another reason to own a PS4 over Xbox One. As far as, video games that have a lot of, that are more like watching movies, I would say it's definitely a lot better than the crappy Night Trap that was on Sega CD. I mean, but I wouldn't, like I said, it's not necessarily for everybody, and especially if you don't like watching gore and, because obviously you're, like I said, you're controlling characters like you're in a slasher movie. So, otherwise, I definitely check it out, and for Halloween, it's perfect for this time of the year. So, my final verdict, I give it a horrifying Rockin' Weird Mode up with Wii Motion Plus and a Plain Weird Mode up. I think that's suitable. So, till next time, keep watching.